Hello and welcome to Fox Gaming. Today I'm painting Sam. This is the 8th video in a series of videos where I paint up the entire Fellowship of the Ring. He will be painted to a parade-ready standard. Let's begin. The miniature was primed using Mechanicus Standard Grey. You can use another priming if you want. If you do that, you need to base coat his vest and coat using Mechanicus Standard Grey. Corvus Black was then used to paint his cloak and pants. When that is done, I use Rhinox hide to paint his straps, belt, pouch, sausages and hair on his feet. Leadbelcher was used to paint in his frying pan, sword and a cup or something on his backpack. Now it's time to shade the entire model with Nuln Oil, except his face, hands, feet, backpack and hair on the head. No worries if you hit these parts though, as they will be painted next. I paint his face, feet and hands using Cadian Flesh Tone. Then I shade his skin using Raglan Flesh Shade. Sandrid Dust was then used to paint his backpack and hair. The shade helps to create depth to the miniature. Now we will take him to the next level by highlighting him. I start by using Mechanicus Standard Grey for the pants, cloak and coats, hitting a small area. For the second highlight I use Dawnstone, selectively picking out a small area within the previous highlights. The hair and backpack was painted using Skeleton Horde. The skin was highlighted using Cadian Flesh Tone. Kislev Flesh was used as a final highlight on the skin areas. The hair and backpack was then highlighted using Screaming Skull. The sausages was highlighted using Scrag Brown. The other brown areas was painted using Gorthor Brown. Baneblade Brown was used as a second highlight. The hair on the feet was not highlighted with this color. the silver parts was highlighted using Iron Breaker. And then a thinner edge highlight using Runefang steel. I would like to point out that if you have some other metal colors, you can use that instead, applying the darkest one first and the lightest one second. Now, all that is left is to base the miniature. There are a lot of nice looking bases out there, so take your pick. I have this homemade base ready that I use for this project. I made a video about it. The link is in the description. I just glue on the basing material using PVA glue and paint the rim of the base black. And put on some green flock. And with that, Sam is done. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you liked it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Stay tuned for the rest of the Fellowship painting guides. See you later.